putting our Business in the Streets podcast. Today I am here with
Mickey.
Yes, who was in the last episode. But this episode is going to just be us two. So we're about to play this game called The And. I guess that's how you say it. Mm-hmm. And basically this is the family edition, and they have different editions. Like they have a friends, relationship, strangers. This is the family edition because me and my mom played it before. And yeah, it's basically just asking each other deep questions about
the
family, relationship, whatever. So I have 4, she has 4, and then we have another one that we're going to end off with. Yeah. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You can start.
Okay. And these questions we ask each other. So I'm going to ask her, and then in return, she's going to ask me. The first one is, what's your favorite thing about me?
I love Imani's aura. I feel like is my favorite thing about Imani. Like, you just get around her. She's very calm, very quiet, even like to herself a little bit. But it's a vibe. Like, it's a vibe. Because you don't need, because you'll have them friends where it's like, you know, you about to turn up with. You'll have those friends that you could talk to. You'll have those friends where you just want to chill with. I could chill with Imani. Imani makes me feel comfortable. It's like, so your world.
Thanks. That was a good answer. My favorite thing about you is, what's the word? I admire that you're like, you say like how you feel, and like you like unapologetically though. Yeah. Like, where, because I'm the type of person, like, I will speak up, but sometimes I'm a little bit more hesitant. Whereas you're not like that at all. Like, if you want to say it, you're going to say it.
That's funny that you say that's true. But it's funny that you say that because I was not always like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been working on being like that. I used to be really shy. Yeah. Do you remember that?
Not really.
No? I used to be really shy. Like, as a kid, I used to be really shy. And then as I got older, it turned into, like, anxiety. So it was, like, anxiousness to, like, speak up or say anything. But as I'm getting older, it's turning it, like, I don't know, I have more confidence in myself. Yeah. And I'm a lot less anxious than I used to be.
That's good.
So now it's starting to get like that.
Yeah. I do feel like the older I'm getting too, the more I'm speaking out for myself, but I'm still hesitant.
Yeah, on where I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. Your turn.
My first question is, what do I do that detracts from our relationship? Wasn't that a good one?
Okay. I'm assuming detracts means...
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you do anything purposefully. We just don't talk as much.
Yeah, we don't.
But that's from both ends.
So maybe we should switch it and be like, what can we do better?
But actually, that's one of my questions.
Okay, so we're gonna answer this one.
Yeah.
What do I do that you? Well, I guess just answer the question.
Yeah, I just think we just don't talk as often as we should. But
okay, we don't text.
Yeah, like we could text more. We could probably call each other more. But then also at the same time, I put that more on me because I'm the older one. So I feel like I should be the one reaching out to you, if anything.
Okay, maybe I agree, but maybe before, because at this point we're both old enough, grown to reach out.
Before? I don't know. It's also hard because we lived in 2 different states, and I just now have a car, so it's not like I could just pull up.
And I don't drive. So me and Imani are Godsisters.
Right.
And I feel like when we were younger, I spent a lot of time with you.
Because we ended up, I don't know why, I remember we stayed at your house for a whole summer. Do you remember that?
Really? But I remember coming up to visit Shaw for the whole summer. Like, every day we would come, me and BJ would come. You don't remember that?
I remember that. I remember being at your house.
Yeah, and then when we got older in the summers, my dad would drop us off every day at your house. Maybe. Well, you didn't. This? Your Mr. Reed's house.
Were we living there at the time, or were we just always at her house?
No, y'all were living there at the time.
I don't remember that.
Honestly, now that I think about it, you weren't there as much.
Was I in school?
It was summertime.
That's weird.
You went to Palumbo.
Yeah. Okay.
So you weren't there. You weren't. Now that I think about it, though, you weren't there a lot. It was more so like my mom made it a thing. She was like,
That's
Camp D.
Weird because where else would I be?
Probably hanging with your friends or something.
Every day.
Honestly, I don't think it lasted that long. But we did used to like when he would go to work, he would drop us off.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, it's interesting that you don't remember that.
No, I don't. Not at all. Are you sure it was my grandma's house?
Yes! Yes. And when we end this podcast, we will go in the other room and speak to my grandma about it.
Okay.
I can't believe you don't. Well, I can't. It's not that I can't believe it. You were there sometimes, though. Like, we would go to the mall. All of us. Me, you.
BJ, and my mom?
Yes. In the car. Your mom would drive us.
Okay.
In the car, your mom would drive us. Duh. The horses rode us.
I do not remember that. I remember going to your house.
I don't remember that. I don't know what you're
This
talking
is
about.
when I was a little younger. I was probably in like middle school, so y'all were even younger. So maybe that's why you don't remember.
Okay.
But we stayed at your house. Like literally, I would drive up with your mom. This was used to like Comcast, and she would drive up. I would drive up with her. She would go to work. Then I would go on the train and go to my little enrichment program, and then we would come back. And this is sometimes your dad would bring me back to your house with him.
What enrichment program in Delaware?
No, in Philly.
Oh.
But we would stay with y'all during the week and then come home on the weekends.
Wow.
And you don't remember, do you?
No.
Exactly.
No. Honestly, though, Money, the whole life before... Should I talk about this?
You can say whatever you want to say.
They're going to watch it. Mom, if you're watching. The whole life when my parents, my mother and my father were together, I don't really remember. And I don't know if that's like a trauma response. Well, I know it is a trauma response. Like, I block it all. Not that I'm doing it purposefully.
So you don't even know why.
Because I would love to remember those days when my parents were there. It was great. It wasn't bad. It was not bad. My parents' dynamic was great. They were married for 10, 11, 12 years. And all I knew was my mom and my dad.
Right, yeah.
So I would love to remember those times, but I really don't. Like, people really have to sit me down and remind me. Like, and like, she just told me the whole story. And I still don't remember. I don't.
Yeah, you should figure out why.
Yeah, I should. That's why therapy is very important.
Yes.
Therapy is very important.
Very important.
Because it's nothing bad happened to me at that time.
But something happened that's making you forget.
All of it. I don't recall.
That's crazy.
It's like it never happened.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because you were young, but not that young.
No, I was not that young. I lived in that. I don't remember anything from that house. We did not move out of that house until I was 14.
Right.
How did I not remember what's going on at 14?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's kind of sad, too, though.
Yeah. You need to get that checked out. Baby.
Yes. Gotta get that checked out.
Okay.
It's your turn.
What's something that we should do together and why?
Ooh, I was just saying, my birthday is coming up.
21.
And once I turn 21, me and Imani need to start coming out more. We need to start going out more.
Yeah.
Especially now that we're older, Imani has a car.
Skirt in these streets.
It's time to go out, and we could be out like by ourselves now and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just lunches, dates, just friendly Godsister dates.
Yeah, I agree. Wholeheartedly agree.
Same thing.
Yeah. Doing more stuff. I like to do. Do you like to do like mini golf and like? Would you ever go like axe throwing?
I'm down to do anything adventurous and fun.
Okay,
I don't care.
Cause that's what I'm trying to get more into. Like, I'm tired of just going out to eat. Like, of course that's cool. Yeah. But I just want to incorporate more. Yeah, activities. Exactly.
We could go hiking.
Yeah.
We could do anything. We could have picnics. I don't care.
Literally. Okay. That was an easy one.
That was. When do you think you inspired me?
When do I think I inspired you? Girl, I don't know.
Think. What have you done that's inspirational?
College?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That was the only thing I've really accomplished in my life. I'm even young. I got more time. No, seriously.
I've accomplished a lot, and I'm younger than you.
Okay. Great for you. I have not.
You've done first of all, you're very talented. So anything that you like, I'm not talented. Well, everyone's
talented.
That's what everybody says when I'm like, I'm not talented. Everyone's always like, everyone's talented. Well, what's my talent? Because I have yet to figure it out
yet. Everybody has a talent, at least one.
Okay, well, I haven't figured mine out yet. Okay. But Imani, you've been doing stuff like your whole life, whether it be dance, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you've had accomplishments there.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Well, my answer is
and you need to think about that. Because what do you mean if it's the only thing I accomplished? Like, no, it's not.
Okay, so when I went to college is the answer.
That is my answer.
For that.
Yes, when Imani, but it's not just because she went to college, because I went to college too.
Right.
And I didn't really have a choice. Well, I did have a choice, but I didn't feel like I had a choice to go to college, simply because my mom went to college and she was like a college advocate.
It's not that I didn't want to go, but yes, like I didn't have, like, what am I going to really tell my mom and be like, oh yeah, I don't want to go to college.
Right.
She'd be like, what?
Especially with no plan. We're not,
exactly.
Unfortunately, we don't come from a household where we could just be like, we don't want to do it and just sit in the house and look dumb.
Right, or take over a company one day.
Yeah, like no. But let me finish my answer. Mm-hmm. So, it's not only that she went to college, it's because the college that she went to, is a big deal. It's Hampton University. It's a big deal for a lot of reasons. One being as though her mother went to that same college and graduated, and my mother went to that same college and graduated. Yeah. And they love Hampton. They go back every so often for their reunion. What's it called? Reunion? Yeah, reunion. Reunion. And I've even visited more than once, just as a child. Did
y'all come visit me once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when Imani was moving in and doing all that stuff, me and my mom were there. So I was present to see all of that. I took the tour of the campus. This is before I'm even thinking about what college I want to go to at this point. I'm just taking tours with Imani because she's about to go.
Oh, right, Hampton. Yeah, y'all came when I actually officially signed that I was going to Hampton.
Yep. And then we helped her move in, and it was very inspirational to me so that's one of the reasons why, because both of our parents went. Mm-hmm. And it takes a lot to get into that school. Yeah. That's not just...
Especially, that was before COVID, too, so...
You don't just sign up and get into a Hampton University.
Right.
Like, no. It takes a lot. So, it was inspirational to see her. So, this might be hard for you to answer, but...
No. You inspired me when you said, I don't want to do school anymore, and I want to be a flight attendant. Because that could take, because like you said, like you felt like, and we kind of come from, like, of course our parents support what we do, but you kind of still have that feeling like, oh, I have to go to school, I need to get a degree, and you just decided like, no, I don't. But you came at it with a plan. You didn't just say, I don't want to go to school anymore. Right. You said, you were with your therapist and she kind of convinced you to look into flight attendant, and then you did it, like just like that. And then you accomplished it, and then you're about to take an even bigger step with that. So yeah, that's really inspirational.
Thank you. It's inspirational to me too, even when I just like sit and think about like, wow, I did that. But a lot of people think that it was just like, no, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm leaving.
Right, you just wanted a way out.
And no, not even that. Oh, okay. But it wasn't it wasn't as easy as, I'm not doing this anymore. Let me think of a plan, and hopefully I like the plan and I'm leaving. It took a lot for me to leave. Right. It took a lot for me to even voice what I wanted to do to my mom. Because she was a Hampton University graduate and she was so like college, because what else are we going to do after college, right? Right. When there's literally so many things. But, just coming from a traditional home, that's the way they think, which is rightfully so. I mean, their children, they obviously want to see their children go to college and do what they did. So that's fine. But it took a lot of courage. And I didn't really have much of that, honestly. So, honestly, if it wasn't for that talk with that therapist that time, and even right there, I was sitting with her in her face, and she was like, all you have to do is apply. I still couldn't believe it. All she was saying, we were sitting right there, face to face with each other. It's like, all you have to do is apply. She even called someone up, and they were like, yeah, all she has to do is apply. I heard her on the voice saying it. Heard her voice on the phone saying it. Yeah. And I'm still like I don't believe you. It takes courage to take that step and be like, I'm done.
Right.
And really, it was God. Like, literally nothing but God. I still don't believe it was me. Like, me back then, me now, sure, I'll do whatever I want.
Right.
But me back then, I did not have the courage. I did not have the confidence. That was God. That was God doing that whole thing.
Yeah.
So, shout out to him.
Period.
Seriously, because without him, I am nothing. And I would not be here right now if it was not for him. I still don't even know how I did it.
Right.
My mom.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be in college no more.
Right.
I don't care what my plan was.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was yours?
Yeah.
Okay. How can I help you in becoming the person you want to be more?
That's a good one. Honestly, us just getting closer, I feel like would change that. Simply just because I feel like I can learn a lot from you. Does that sound weird?
Yeah.
But it probably does sound weird.
Yeah.
But
I just have a hard time accepting, like.
I know.
Yeah. But I agree.
But yeah, I feel like I could just learn a lot from Imani. Do you want to see our ages? Well, no. Imani is how many years older than me?
3.
Oh, okay. That's not that.
Yeah, 3.
But still, it's an age gap. And obviously, she's more mature than me. She's experienced life a little bit longer than I have. And we have different walks of life. Yeah. So regardless, even if we were the same age, I could still learn a lot from Imani. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like just being around each other more, because the more you're around each other, the more you rub off on each other. And like I said, how I admire your confidence and how you speak up for yourself. I feel like just being around you would also help me be that way too.
My turn.
Yeah.
How do you feel safe?
That's an interesting question. How do I feel safe in my room by myself? I don't know if that's like a good thing or not, but I mean, granted, like with what I've been going through recently, I've actually felt, because I feel like there's a difference between being lonely versus being alone.
I've been saying, since I became a flight attendant, I realized that.
And I feel like I'm cool with being alone because I'm an only child. So, like, I'm used to it. It's how my life was. And it doesn't bother me that much. Of course, who doesn't want a sibling? But, you know, like, you learn to live with it. Yeah. But, like, with what I've been going through recently, I felt, like, very lonely. And I feel like that's just, like, different. But what was the question? Because I feel like I'm going off. Oh. So it's like, even though I like to be, I feel safe just being like to myself, honestly. Even though I do wish that people would like show up a little bit more with what I'm going through. At the end of the day, like, I'd rather just be alone in my room, listen to music, maybe a glass of wine. And that's it. Like, yeah.
I feel that. I feel that because I love being alone, but I don't like feeling lonely. Right. So that's why I can agree with that. Yeah. But how I feel safe is just like when me and God are like this. When I feel like me and God are like this, I'm obeying Him. I'm on the right track. I'm doing what He tells me to do. I can hear His voice. That's when I really feel safe, when I can hear His voice. And for those of you that feel like you can't hear God's voice, it's simply because you're not close enough to Him. You have to get closer to Him to hear His voice. Right. So temptations will come, and sometimes you'll drift away, and that's when you can't hear His voice, and that's when I feel unsafest. Is that a word?
No, I don't think so. I think you would say that's when I feel most unsafe.
That's when I feel most unsafe, when I can't hear things. Like, I will literally call on God, and I don't hear nothing.
Right.
Or I feel like I don't hear nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel safest when I can hear his voice, and I can hear his voice when I'm close to him, I'm following him, I'm praying, I'm in my word.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Very important to have a relationship with God, with whoever you believe in. It's very important to have a relationship.
Yeah, that's something I'm working on.
Very important.
Building my relationship with God.
It'll change your life.
Yeah. How
you see things, how you see people. That's why I don't have a problem speaking with, but with speaking with said person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm gonna forever be good because I have a relationship with God.
Right.
You know, little stuff like that. And what I'm talking about, it's a little insider, but little stuff, period, in life won't bother you, or little things that happen won't bother you if you have that good relationship with God. And I feel like that's just where I'm at in life.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this was kind of the same. What do you think will help improve our relationship? We already had a question like that.
We did, but I feel like we could say more because all we said was like hang out.
Okay. What do you think will help improve our relationship? I could answer first if you don't have nothing.
Okay, go ahead.
I would say doing like check-ins, whether it's like daily. What, you want to say that?
Yeah.
I mean,
but I can think of something else.
Whether it's like weekly or monthly, whatever we decide to do, but just check-ins, like where we're at, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically.
I think that's very important in any relationship. Yeah. Like my friends and people that I'll be around be finding that weird when I'll be like, because I'll be like this. How are you feeling? And of course people are going to be like, yes. Whether they're feeling yes or not, whether they're feeling great or not great, some people will automatically just be like, I'm good.
Right.
So I'm going to really get into if you're really good or not. So I'm like, oh, really? Really? Mm-hmm. And then they'll be like, yes. Or they'll be like, no. And I'll be like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel? 10 being the best and 1 being the worst. And then it'll make them think.
Right.
Which is why y'all do that thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, because I think it's important, because people sometimes forget that they're loved, they're cared about, and somebody really cares about them. And I'm the type of friend, if you're my friend or if you're around me, period, I really care. I really care. Yeah. Like, I don't have associates, really. I have friends and I have family. Yeah. Because I really care. So, I didn't answer the question at all, but... What do you think would improve our relationship? That was good, though. I agree with the check-ins. Yeah. But I think we could take it a step further, and we said we were going to do this by the dates. Seeing each other. Yeah. Like, it's important. Yeah. To hug and touch.
Right. You're very touchy.
I am very...
She's very touchy.
That is my love language.
I can see. Well, I've always been that, because you've always been touchy. I'm only touchy when it's like romantic, and I need to get out of that.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you should, for me.
I'm gonna say, but for you, somebody like you, yeah, I should.
And that is my love language, and I'm very touchy. But I sometimes forget that people really don't like being touched. Yeah. Like, a lot of people just don't.
I don't mind it. It's just not how I show my love.
Like being touched.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
But, like, you touching me doesn't bother me. Because you're not overwhelming with it.
That's good.
Yeah. At least not for me.
I feel like I used to be. And then I got around people that hated being touched. So I kind of, like, backed off. Yeah. I mean, and I don't have to be so overly touchy with everybody. That's another thing. Like, touching could be your love language, but you don't have to touch them every 5 seconds. Right. Like, it's
exactly.
okay.
It's okay.
Like, it's fine. They know you love them.
No, exactly. I was told recently that people think, I'm getting off track, but people said they feel like I show my love through gifts. And I thought I love that. I thought that was very interesting. But I think I give thoughtful gifts.
I'm a Taurus. I love
Do you know your love languages in the order of the 5?
Yes.
What are they?
Well, I know the 2. I could figure out the other 3.
Okay, what's your top 2?
The top one is touching. The second, the top one's touch. Second one is gifts. But it's receiving and giving. Okay. Because I feel like I show my love, obviously, through touch. I just had to demonstrate. Through touch. And then the gifts as well. Like, yes, I love gifts, and I love gifts. I want to give, but I'm gonna give them too. I'm gonna give them too.
That's
just as much as I want to receive. It makes me feel great both ways.
Got you.
I want to see reaction when I,
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the reaction, especially because I feel like I'm not gonna say I pride myself, but I feel like I'm a pretty good gift giver because I'm not just buying you generic things. But also I have to know you to really get you a gift. Because since I like to gift awful things, I'm not just going to get you a gift just to say, hey, I got you a gift. Because like to me, it's just like, anybody could have did that.
Yeah, sure.
So, but my top two are quality time and words of affirmation. But at the same, and then my third one is physical touch. So that's why I don't really mind physical touch. Because I like for people to touch me, but that sounds crazy. But then I'm not the most person to be touchy towards other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
Yeah, that got totally off track. But yeah, we said we would improve our relationship by doing check-ins and then seeing each other more. And
I really think that seeing each other in person more is important because we could text all day.
Mm-hmm.
And that may bring us closer, texting all day. Yeah. But I feel like it would be because we're getting older, and it's just like
we're about to have. Yeah,
life is about to get something.
Right, especially when you do end up finding somebody and you get serious, you have a family.
She could be married in a couple years. Like, this is where we're at in life.
I'm praying for that, literally.
Somebody just told me today that somebody that they knew is having a baby. Mm-hmm. And they also just happen to be married. So they're already married and they just found out that they're having a baby. Mm-hmm. And she couldn't believe it because she was changing his diaper. Mm-hmm. And now he's married and about to have a baby. And I said, oh, how old is he? She was like 25, 26. So that's close to Imani's age.
If I could have had my life set up that way, I would have loved to be married.
But you could be married in the next 2 years.
Oh, okay.
And then have a baby after.
Oh, I don't want the kids so soon. But yeah.
Well, you don't know what's going to happen.
I know, but
you didn't want to be in... I don't want to be in a lot of places right now that you're in. You don't know the way life works. And you might change your mind.
You're right. I just want to... At least the first year of marriage, I just want it to be like me and him.
Okay.
If I could have it my way. Because like you said, it's not up to me.
It really isn't. It's up to God and what God wants for you because it's God's plan.
Yep. I do think also we should include BJ too in some things.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. BJ is my brother.
Mm-hmm. My god brother.
Yes, he's 18 months. We're 18 months apart. What was I about to say?
Like he's 18
He's 18 months. Me and him are 18 months apart and he's younger than me. He's very chill, to the opposite of me. He's kind of like Imani.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Kind of like Imani. But I don't think he would mind. I really don't think he would mind.
Yeah, because we really did all used to be together a lot, so.
Exactly.
It shouldn't stop just because we're older and we don't have to rely on our parents anymore. Mm-hmm. Like now it's up to us.
Exactly, it's up to us. And I feel like that's another thing with being an adult. Like everything's up to me. And I'm still adjusting to that. Weird, are you adjusting to that too, or have you adjusted?
No, I'm still adjusting. It's like a new adjustment each time. It's like, okay,
each little thing.
I got out of school, cool, adjusted to that. Then I got my first big girl job. Okay, cool, adjusted to that. Now I have my first car. That's a whole nother type of independence.
Yes.
Because even though I did graduate and I'm still in my mom's house, which is not a problem, it still was like I still depend on her
a little bit.
You That's know, true. Like she's it's her house, her apartment. I'm just living here, so it's like now like each step. Because like honestly, now my next step is to move out. Not that I'm rushing it, but like that's what I'm now about to start working towards. Mm-hmm. So it's like each step you take is a different adjustment.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I am...
Because you have a lot of independency, too.
I do have a lot of independency. But I do have help. Mm-hmm. So
I feel like that's how it should always be, though. No matter how old
that's
you
how
are,
it should always be.
Like, of course, you're gonna grow up being an adult, take care of yourself, but like, bro, everybody should be taking care of everybody. My mom doesn't stop being my mom just because I moved out.
Hello, what happened to the whole generational wealth thing, you guys?
Exactly. It doesn't just stop at a certain time.
Yeah. Oh, you're 18. You're on your own now. Yeah, I'm on my own, but I have you as well. You're still here.
You're still mom.
But even with the like making doctor's appointments and stuff.
Oh, it gives me anxiety.
Like, and I made my doctor's appointment the other day, and not only did I make it myself, but I went in there by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like talking to the medical assistant, like scheduling my next appointment by myself. And it's like, duh, you're gonna do it by yourself because you're going by yourself. But it's just like the adjustment is just like it's interesting. It's not hard. It's nothing's hard about it. It's just like wow, like
it's different.
Adulthood is like the beginning stages of it. I mean, I heard it gets worse. But the beginning stages of it are weird. It's
very weird.
It's funny.
I mean, yeah, you're definitely in it for sure.
Yeah,
you're in it for sure. Okay.
All right. Last and final question. What's one thing? I'm sorry. It's actually not the final question.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You never know. What's one thing you used to love to do as a kid that you no longer do, and why?
That's a good question. One thing I loved as a kid but don't do anymore.
I should probably think about my answer too.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you have your answer? Because I need to think.
No.
Something I did as a child. I feel like I was outside a lot as a kid, or a good amount.
See, this is where I struggle to think, to remember about when I was a kid. I don't. What did I do? Nothing. I don't remember. I did a lot, but
I was very active as a kid.
So was I. I don't remember none of it.
And I'm not that active anymore. And that just came with life, honestly. But it's like, it kind of goes back to the parenting thing, too. My mom put me on all that stuff. So it's like...
Exactly. Now I gotta figure out my own little thing. Yeah.
So even recently, my cousin texted me and she's like, maybe you should get into like yoga or Pilates. And I'm like, so I'm just supposed to sign up for a class myself?
It's so weird.
It's so weird. Like, so I would say Pilates too. Yeah, I would say that. I would say I used to love being like active out and about, and I'm not anymore. And I think that's just because I'm just still getting used to knowing that I now have to take on these roles of my life myself. Like, some things I can't keep looking to my mom to do for me.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal her answer and say the same thing because we both were very active. I played almost every sport. I danced. I cheered. When I wasn't dancing, I was cheering. When I wasn't cheering, I was dancing. Like literally. I started off with I did gymnastics too. I think I started off with cheer. Stopped doing cheer, did dance. But if I stopped something, I was doing something else.
Same.
And then when I got older, I started to get into sports. And I played a lot of different sports. Like, I was always doing something. Same. But like she said, our parents put us in that stuff. It wasn't, oh, mommy, I signed myself up for cheer day. Like, no. He's like, oh, yeah, you have a tap, jazz, and a hip-hop class today. All I had to do was put on my shoes and have fun.
They were the ones paying for it. Now we got to pay for it.
Hello.
That's true, too. I was active all my life up until I graduated college. Because even in college, I was on the dance team. And
that definitely plays a part.
It's like different. Like, once you get to high school and college, you could go to a tryout or an audition. But, like, outside of school is where it gets different, because like school for so long, and now you're at this point in your life where you don't have to go. I don't have to go to school ever again. But for the past 22, 21 years, that's all I knew. It's school. So yeah. So it's just like, ever since I haven't been in school, I'm just learning how I have to now adapt to my new life, basically.
I think when COVID hit, and this is sad, but it's the truth. I think when COVID hit, I was so tapped out of school. Yeah. Because first of all, when COVID hit, I was...
Yeah, what year were you? Were you in school yet? College, I mean?
No, definitely not college. I was in high school. I can't remember if it was in 11th grade or 12th grade. Well, I think when we stopped going, it was the end of 11th grade. Okay. And then into the 12th grade. So my 11th grade year and my 12th grade year, it was COVID. We didn't go into the building at all. And then after that, it was not COVID, and I went to college. But since COVID, I've been tapped out of school. Mm-hmm. School is not my thing.
I always said that too. I was like, if I was in high school during COVID, I don't think I would have went to college. I really don't think I would.
Yeah. It was just like school. After like when COVID came, we were in school for a whole half a semester and a whole year. A whole school year. I was not in school. Yeah, it was online. And if you, as a senior, whether you're in the building or not in the building, if you do all your classes, you're done for the day. Or if you do all the classes, you're done for the semester. So forget done for the day. We weren't in class.
Right.
We were online. Yeah. So I was literally finishing my classes and then not having anything to do.
Right.
I had a job, so I was working. But I wasn't in school. So school, like, no. Yeah. I was so tapped out of school. Child. Yeah. And plus, I didn't even really want to go to college. So it wasn't like... I'm so excited to go to college.
I wanted to go to college for the experience because I knew I wanted to go to HBCU. So I just really did it for that because I don't really care for school either. Because also for what I do, I don't necessarily need a degree. Yeah. Right. It just helps me get paid more.
And in 2024...
Yeah. Because that's what I've been saying too. Like when I have kids, I'm not going to force them to go to school, but you do come at me with something. Like don't just tell me... I don't want to go to school, and then when I say, okay, well, what do you want to do? You're like, well, I don't know. Research it. Look it up. Yeah, something. That's not you have to apply yourself, even if you're just working at McDonald's right now, until you can get to that next step, like something. You can't just sit on the couch. Like, you know.
No, you definitely are going to have to come to me with a plan.
Yeah.
We're not doing the whole, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, because also I do want to save money up for my kids. God willing, I'm able to. So if I'm setting up this money for you and you're not telling me that you don't want to go, I need a plan. Because this money could potentially help you, but we need to know where it's going first.
Right. Like when I wanted to leave school, I didn't come up with the plan for my parents. I came up with the plan for me. Because I didn't even want to, I knew I didn't want to be there for sure. For sure I knew. But I didn't know what I was going to do. So I could have left my school a long time ago if I didn't want to do it, but I didn't have no plan. I didn't have nothing else to do. So I was like, no, I'm going to figure it out. And once I figured it out, I got out of there. But I figured it out.
So if you were still in school, you would be a senior right now or a junior?
What year is it? 2024? I was supposed to graduate 2025.
Oh, okay.
I'd still be in there.
You're the same year as my cousin who actually goes to Del State. That's crazy.
Imagine me still being in... Nothing wrong with college at all. Nothing. I mean, I didn't say that. Nothing wrong with anyone that's still in school. Right now. There's nothing wrong with anybody that's still in school right now. Because there's something great in everything that you do in life. It was even something great in that for me. I found my passion. Right. If it wasn't for that, I would have never found my passion. Now I've found it, and I'm a flight attendant. That's my passion. I love flying. It's the best thing in the world. Anywho. So nothing against them, but if I was still there, I wouldn't have accomplished anything that I've done.
Yeah.
In this entire year.
Why is she
Are we filming a podcast and they're calling our name?
Yes?
I just got a thing. Your phone is on 10%.
Okay, thank you.
And it's 3:35.
We're wrapping up. Thanks. We're talking about school.
I would have never accomplished anything. Like I would still be stuck there.
Oh, it didn't go for your passion, is what you're saying, right? Honestly, I don't know.
If I would have never found my passion and left. If I would have been there right now. Because I'm not graduating anytime soon. I still got a whole year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, anytime soon.
That stuff like that makes me feel old. Like, it's crazy.
I would still be miserable. I mean, I don't know if I would still be miserable, but my point is I would still be there, and I would not have accomplished anything that I have accomplished in this entire year and a half.
Right.
And I've accomplished a lot. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I've accomplished a lot. And none of it would be possible if I would still be there.
Yeah.
I'd still be trying to figure it out, maybe. All right.
That's good. Okay. The last question
for real this time.
Yeah. Is what are you going to take away from this conversation?
I'm going to take away from this conversation that me and my Godsister are going to get closer. We're going to start hanging out. We're going to start chatting. Might even start our own podcast. It's like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But, or maybe I'm not. We don't know what the Lord has in store for us. Exactly. Stay tuned. Yeah, and I can't wait. I'm excited. I was just telling Imani earlier that this summer is gonna be a great summer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's gonna be a great summer or not, but I can feel it. I can feel it, and I can see it. Mm-hmm. Like I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it for sure.
Yeah. I feel like this year is about to be a good year because for the past 2 years, I've been saying each year was going to be a good year, and it wasn't.
but usually when it's turmoil, it gets great.
Exactly.
And that's how it was for me.
Exactly. So yeah, exactly. I've just experienced something life-changing.
Life-changing, for sure.
So yeah, I feel like, unfortunately, normally when that happens, like you said, things then start to turn around. Mm-hmm. So I do feel like 2024 is going to be a good year. It's going to be a good summer. I'll be 24 in the summer. What am I going to do? I don't know yet, but yeah. The summer is always great because my birthday's in the summer.
That's true, too. She's a summer baby.
Yeah. But yeah, this was good. I had fun.
This was great.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime, babes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening, make sure you follow, whatever you got to do on those platforms. And make sure that you tune into us next week.